Hey everybody, what's up? On this video, let's talk about how you can get your Facebook advertising to the next level. Hey guys, what's up? Hernan Vazquez here. Welcome to another video. And for some reason, you guys seem to like my Facebook advertising videos. Who knew? Okay, it's kind of strange for me because usually I come from an SEO background. And you know, when you talk about paid advertising with the SEO folks, they will just curse you and cast you away from the SEO community and say you're saying some kind of blasphemy or something, which is pretty interesting, and that creates a huge opportunity for those internet marketers that are willing to invest on their businesses. So I think it's pretty funny. It's really cool that you guys are giving those videos so much love. And if you really love those videos, just drop me comments, questions, etc., and I'll try to answer them ASAP. Now, on this video, I just wanted to touch base on something real quick on how you can take your business and your Facebook advertising to the next level. And by that I mean, I've been having a ton of questions and I've been consulting with a ton of clients over the past couple of weeks, and I would say for the past month, maybe 2 months. And the reality is that many of the customers that I have been consulting on, they haven't been using their Facebook advertising to its fullest, And there's a ton of assets that you can use to make the process much easier, much simpler, which means ultimately to get cheaper clicks, to get cheaper leads, and to get more conversions, and then to get a higher ROI so that you can scale your campaigns. Now, what are those assets that I'm talking about? The reality is that many of the marketers that I know are just going out there to completely cold traffic, to complete strangers, and asking them for something, for a click, for example, or for an opt-in or something like that. And the reality is that that's like the most expensive route. It's also the laziest route when it comes to Facebook advertising, because all you need to do is to pick a couple of interests and there you go. Make a clicks campaign and off you go, right? But it's the hardest way of getting real engagement and really cheap clicks and cheap leads and cheap pretty much anything, and have a higher ROI on your campaigns. The assets that you can really leverage are for example, your website. If you have the pixel installed, you can have people tracked and tagged all over the place, and by all over the place I mean the different pages that they visit on your website, so that Facebook can get information about your demographics. I've talked about this, like your past customers, your past subscribers. All of those little pieces of information start to make sense within the Facebook mind, if you would, and you need to feed that to it, because the reality is that the hardest way to advertise on Facebook is to go out there and create an audience from scratch. And more often than not, you already have an audience, you're just not using it. So again, your website visitors are a great audience to leverage. Your current or past customers, your current or past subscribers, your Facebook page likes. I've seen a lot of marketers. I personally do not do any page like campaigns whatsoever, because with any other kind of campaign you also get likes, but that's just me. But I've seen big marketers like Ryan Dice, John Loomer, Nick Kuzmich. There's a bunch of big marketers that they will advise when you're starting out to get likes to your page. And you will be wondering why, what's the point of that? Well, the reality is that that's an asset that then you can leverage and target, for example, just the people that like your page, or you can do a lookalike audience. And that's where the fun begins, because let's say that you have, I don't know, a couple thousand likes to your page, or a couple thousand visitors to your website on the last month, or a couple thousand subscribers. It doesn't really matter. You can turn them into several million subscribers or potential customers with the use of lookalike audience. I'm gonna leave a link on the description below so that you can see how I'm using lookalike audiences to pretty much leverage on every asset that I have. So that's step number one. Instead of going out to completely cold strangers that haven't heard of you, that haven't, visited your page like ever, the reality is that you could be much more intelligent and leverage on lookalike audiences and the current assets that you already have. The second step that I would say for you to take your business and your Facebook advertising to the next level is to leverage on the really cheap opportunities that you have right now. I've talked about video views. And video views, in my opinion, is one of the biggest and fastest way of creating a really large audience in a really, short period of time. You can get, 200,000 or 300,000 or even 50,000 people watching your video, for just pennies on the dollar, And I've commented this on a couple of forums, and I've commented this on a couple of Facebook groups, and people are raving about this because it's not new. I haven't invented this, but the reality is that for $200, $300, you can have a potential audience that not only you can target them with ads, which will be much cheaper, but you also can leverage again on lookalike audiences and turn, a couple 100,000 views into several million potential customers, all right? So again, instead of going out there completely cold or try to gather data from scratch, that's gonna take you a ton of money and several months, okay? From weeks to months, depending on your budget, but it will take you a ton of time and you will be frustrated because people are not engaged with your audience. Instead of doing that, upload whatever kind of database that you have. It has to be a good database, okay? Do not go out there and purchase a shitty database because you will get a shitty database out, all right? So it has to be a good database. You upload that, your past customers, your past purchasers, your current subscribers, your Facebook page likes, and your website visitors. Those are the basics of where you can start building your lookalike audiences, and it's gonna be much easier. People are gonna be much more engaged, and you will get a ton of fun doing it. And not only is fun, but it's also profitable, all right? So go ahead, test these things out. Let me know how they go. If you have any questions whatsoever, just drop them in the comment below. Share this video if you like it, subscribe to the channel, all those good things, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.